So, Mr. Ambassador, we had a very important G2G summit in Italy last week. We signed a strengthening of our strategic partnership. I wanted to ask, what does this mean exactly for Romania and for Italy? How does the cooperation between our two countries go any further?
Mulțumesc și bine ați venit la reședința Italiei la București. Last week we had the Intergovernmental Summit, the third one, 13 years after the previous one, which was held in Bucharest, and we got the opportunity to relaunch our strategic partnership through the adoption of a new joint declaration on the consolidated strategic partnership, which this time has been signed by the two prime ministers. The format is also very large, prime ministers and 6 ministers by side, and the renewal of the strategic partnership was accompanied by the signature of several memorandum of understanding, technical agreements and letters of intent in different policy areas. This is the best expression of our partnership, which is unique, which has unique features and characters, given the deep-rooted bonds and links between our two countries, our two peoples, in terms of social, human bonds, linguistic, cultural roots, common roots, as well as a vibrant economic partnership, which has now to look forward to the next challenges, also in the framework of a consolidated European Union.
You talked about economic partnerships. There has been signed an agreement for some investments in the energy sector. Could you tell us more about that?
Yes. In the energy sector, I would say the energy sector is nowadays probably the main area where Italy and Romania can cooperate. Also in terms of continuity, because Italian companies like Ansaldo have already worked with Romanian counterparts in the development of the Cernavodă nuclear power plant. In Rome, we recommitted again to bring our contribution to the revamping of Unit 1 and to the construction of Units 3 and 4 of Cernavodă. And on top of that, the Italian government, through its export credit agency, has provided up to 2 billion euro of financing, thus giving great sustainability to the whole financing mechanism of the Cernavodă project. This is absolutely crucial. At the same time, we will continue to engage with our Romanian partners to build modern, sustainable infrastructures, to develop the production of green steel, as well to develop financial services through our subsidiaries in Romania, and also the digital transition. So, in a word, we are able to provide good options and solutions to the whole value chain of the double transition, green transition and digital transition, and also to work together with Romania to strengthen economic security, energy security, energy efficiency. We are eager to share our practices and business models in these fields to reduce together the dependence on Russian gas and to mitigate the impact of the war of aggression against Ukraine. I think both Italy and Romania can be energy hubs, Italy in the Mediterranean, looking at Africa, Romania in the southeastern Europe, connecting Caucasus, Black Sea, Eastern Mediterranean and Europe. So we have a great future to work together.
Italy is one of the most important economic partners that Romania has. Do you see it becoming even greater so in the future?
We have a great experience of integrated value chains and internationalization model, a success story in the last more than 30 years. We have to continue to nurture our economic partnership, focusing more on innovative sectors, on emerging technologies, and leveraging on the points of strength of the two sides. I am looking with interest at the vibrant environment of Romanian startups which are popping in the innovative ecosystems in Bucharest and in the main cities of Romania, to match with the Italian creativity, with some venture capital willing to invest on these startups. I think we have a great future ahead of us, and of course the economic cooperation model should evolve. It should address the next challenges that we have ahead.
You mentioned earlier the war in Ukraine. We know that in NATO, Italy and Romania have cooperated. Italy has helped with air policing, for example. What other types of cooperation should we look forward to in the future?
This is a very important point that has been highlighted during the governmental talks both by Prime Minister Ciolacu and Prime Minister Meloni, the political dimension of our partnership. The two Prime Ministers were very strong in advocating joint and common support to Ukraine in the countering Russian aggression, as well as in preparing the reconstruction of Ukraine economy and to accompany the adhesion of Ukraine and of the Republic of Moldova, of course, to the European Union. We conducted for almost 2 years the air policing mission. We will continue next year according to the rotation established in the framework of NATO, but we are ready to extend our support in all ways of interpreting security. Today, security means not only hard security, means also energy security, means letting the commodities, the Ukrainian cereals, to transit through Romania and other countries of the region to reach
further destinations, like Africa, for example.
Like Africa, for example. Yes, yes. Food security is crucial in this perspective.
And it's also very important for dealing with migration. Food security in Africa is the first step in combating that.
Exactly. That's why, and we are very keen on discussing with the Romanian government on that. We are aware that within NATO we should keep a broader, a comprehensive outlook, perspective of all the threats and risks coming not only from the east but also from the south of the Atlantic Alliance. It is important to look at the risks for our common security coming from Sahel, for example, where the Russian penetration is very concerning, as well as to develop our partnership with Indo-Pacific countries.
You talked about integration, and we have a very sensitive subject regarding the Schengen community. We know we had the support of Italy for our integration. It didn't happen fully yet. Do you think there are chances that during this year we could see that integration happening?
I do hope, and for sure my government will continue to extend the maximum support for the full adhesion of Romania to the Schengen area. This is absolutely crucial in the interests of both countries, of our companies, of the movement, the free movement of people, and I'm sure that also the Romanian diaspora in Italy will appreciate very much the full removal also of land borders, not only air and maritime borders, but it's an objective, and we have to continue to work to achieve this goal.
The diaspora in the Romanian diaspora in
Yes.
Italy, it's the most significant community of foreigners in Italy, 21% if I'm not mistaken, and there have been calls for a recognition of like a minority, a linguistic minority, more Romanian language courses in school, maybe also the use of Romanian language in the administration, more representation. Can we see steps forward to this end?
First of all, the Romanian community in Italy is the largest foreign community hosted in my country. I can say it is a best practice of integration. We are well within the second generation. Many Romanians feel themselves also as being Italian citizens and European citizens, because we have also to highlight this dimension of European citizenship, and they bring an excellent contribution to the economic growth of Italy. We have seen a lot of changes, a lot of transformation over the last, let's say, 15 to 20 years. We have seen also a growing level of professional qualifications, job titles, and economic and social positioning of the Romanian community. And as you hinted before, there are also some Romanian citizens who take part in the administrative activity, they do politics at local level.
They are elected.
They are elected, and this is a very good sign, and I could see at Campidoglio in Rome, Prime Minister Ciolacu meeting all this community. This is very positive. At the same time, I acknowledge also the importance, and the government of Romania is committed to that, to highlight some signs of belonging, of ownership, the availability to contribute to the restoration of the Trajan column, for example, or the project to build a new church, a new Orthodox church in the vicinity of the center of Rome. These are important signs for keeping alive the spirit of the country of origin, and also will serve the objectives of the integration in the country of destination.
We also have a sensitive topic that I know was on the table in the discussions between the two prime ministers, the topic of Romanian fugitives, people that are convicted in Romania and do not serve their sentences because they are in Italy, and there are processes to bring them back to Romania, but sometimes they are quite difficult, and sometimes they don't come to a conclusion. Could we see steps forward in the future, better cooperation between the two countries, so that these cases could be solved quicker, more efficient?
The declaration on the strategic partnership underlines the political commitment of the two parties to work to make it easier to execute the sanction, the detention in the country of origin of the person that has been convicted. We are both members of the European Union. There are legal instruments and tools regarding the recognition of the criminal rulings to be respected, and also the proceedings for the warrant of people that have been that are investigated or convicted. We are very sensitive to the expectation of Romania to see coming back people that have been condemned for economic financial crimes, for corruption crimes, of course. We are very sensitive. We respect, of course, the independence and the autonomy of the judiciary in Italy as well as in Romania. I'm sure that the Italian judiciary, the magistrates, will have no prejudice in examining and assessing the concrete jurisdiction cases that they have to rule on. At the same time, we have some Italian citizens detained in Romania, and we are willing to engage Romanian competent authorities to ensure a fair treatment and treatment in line with the standards of the Council of Europe, of the European Union. I personally visited some of the Italian detainees, and I can also tell that these matters are very high in the agenda of the bilateral judicial cooperation, and the ministers of justice will discuss this matter again soon.
Should Romania do more for the conditions of imprisonment, better them? Because I know that's one of the issues that is brought up by the judicial system in Italy.
We have to stick to the recommendations, to the advice of the Committee on Prevention of Torture, which is the Council of Europe independent monitoring body to watch on the prison systems in different member states. So we have to look at the recommendations, and we have to ensure a fair and treatment for the detainees, allowing the visits of parents, ensuring the right to consult their lawyer, and also to ensure material conditions which are in line with European standards and human rights.
Thank you very much, Ambassador.
Mulțumesc.
Mulțumesc.